Welcome back, my friends. Today I want to share a pretty common sense frugal tip that not a lot of people take to heart. One of the most expensive, overpriced meals you can eat out is breakfast. When you think about what you're getting, an egg, some potatoes, a couple slices of bread, and they're charging you upwards of $10. That's just mind-boggling. And you think about what you pay for maybe 4 little pancakes and some syrup and butter, you're paying upwards again of $10. And I am going to show you today how to make the fluffiest, most delicious pancakes I promise you will ever taste for under $1. So if this sounds good to you, stick around. You're going to love this one. When I first started vlogging, oh gosh, this has got to be over a year ago, I shared a pancake recipe with you. Forget that pancake recipe. This one blows it away. They come out so light, so fluffy, so delicious. So let's get right to making these. So the first thing you're going to do is take 3/4 cup of milk. Put that in your mixing bowl. And to that, you are going to add 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. And this is what is going to give it its rise. Now we're going to let this sit for 5 minutes and it's going to curdle. That's exactly what it's going to do, but have no fear. It's not going to taste like curdled milk. It is going to give these pancakes the most decadent taste, the fluffiest rise. Promise, trust me on this one. So we're going to let that sit for 5 minutes. So we let this sit for 5 minutes and you can see that it is thick and curdled. That is okay. Like I said before, it's going to be delicious. Now to that, I'm going to add 1 egg. And I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of just regular vegetable oil. You can use butter, but I prefer vegetable oil in this. I wouldn't use applesauce. I know some people substitute applesauce for oil, but in this recipe, I don't know if I would do that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take our curdled milk, our egg, and our oil, and I am just going to give it a good whisk. So this is all incorporated. Buying breakfast out has got to be one of the biggest money wasters I can think of. Only because, like I said earlier, you're getting such simple ingredients for your meal and they're charging you so much money for it. You have the egg, the oil, and the milk. Now to that, I don't have a sifter, so what I'm gonna do is use my handy dandy strainer. We have a teaspoon of baking powder. We have a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And we have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And what I'm going to do is just gently give this a tap right into our curdled mixture. Now what I'm going to do is gently mix this. Just give it a little bit of a stir. I think you and your family are going to flip over these pancakes. The batter will be thick. I'm going to tell you that right now, and you can see the batter is already bubbling, and we want that. So now I'm going to heat up my griddle right now so that we can get these on. The griddle's set at about 325, and I melted some butter. And now we're going to take our pancakes, and like I said, these seem awfully thick, but that is the whole secret of these. They almost look clumpy, right? You know, you can make them whatever size you want. I'm just making like a little average pancake here. And these freeze beautifully. Put some wax paper in between them, put them in the freezer, And then all you need to do is just reheat them very gently in the toaster. It's funny the way they look so chunky, right? And we're gonna let these cook. Now you're probably saying, Emmy, what are you showing me? And I'm sure you're looking at these saying, oh my goodness, Emmy, they look like cottage cheese pancakes. But trust me. So we're gonna let these cook. Pancakes are so versatile. You can make them savory for dinner, add some bacon, add some cut up ham, cheddar cheese. The possibilities are endless. What I'm going to do is I have some defrosted blueberries here that were frozen, and I'm going to make Paul. How many would you like with blueberries? Two?
Two.
Okay. So Paul's going to have 2 blueberry pancakes. And then what I'm also going to do is just take one, put a little bit of mini chocolate chips on it. This is brunch, but you can basically put whatever you want on them. Now you see how they're getting those little tiny air bubbles? I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna lift. And this one, as you can see, looks like it's dry around the edges. So I'm going to take this, fingers crossed, it flips beautifully, and we're gonna go over. Okay? We're gonna do the same thing with this one, and we're gonna flip that one, that one. And this big one, I wanna move this a little over. And there we go. Now you can see the rise. If you can come in here, you can see the rise, the bubbles in those already. So we're just gonna let them cook just another minute or two. And you can always peek to see how they're doing underneath. Looking good, got about another second or so. But you can definitely see over here how these pancakes are fluffing up. I don't prefer a thin pancake. I like when I pour my syrup on that those little nooks and crannies in the middle of the pancake soak that delicious syrup up. You know they'll be done when you lift and you can see the bottom of that? So I have my resident taste tester. So go ahead, cut into these beautiful pancakes.
So add a little syrup first.
Okay.
Not a lot. There you go.
Give it a taste.
Blueberry pancakes.
Hold on, I want to see the inside. That's what I'll come around to. Look at that fluff. I'm going to come around in a minute, but let's see. What do you think?
Very good. Very good. Definitely better than IHOP.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Look at the inside of these pancakes, how light and fluffy. This is what we were trying to accomplish, which we did. Really beautiful. So, bon appetit. Next time you get the inkling to go out and spend $10 on a plate of pancakes, stop yourself, eat at home, and try these. Leave me a comment if you make them. I guarantee this will be your go-to recipe from now on. I will link the recipe down in the comments section, as I always do for any of my recipes. I hope you enjoyed this. What I wanted to show you is that when that temptation to spend money hits us, we have a backup plan. We have the most tasty pancakes that you can use either for brunch or dinner. Like I said, savory pancakes are amazing. And you can put cut up meat on top, different cheeses, all kinds of wonderful toppings, whatever it may be. So I hope this blesses you and your family today. We wanted to pop in and share this with you. You know we love you. You know you mean the world to us. So until our next video, we wish you blessings. Stay safe and stay well. Bye-bye. So this is 1 cup of milk. And to that 1 cup of milk, okay, stop for a minute.
Yeah, it's all raw.